What's up, guys? Hello, hello. Hey, what's up, guys? Hey, Luden, how you doing? How's everybody doing? Hey, I'm gonna generate a key here. We got a lock here that's got no key, so I'm gonna use a file. I'm gonna make a key, generate a key here. Hey, if you guys would like this video real quick, double tap that screen. It's gonna let TikTok, or it's gonna let YouTube know that we are live over here. Hello, hello. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and generate a key real quick. And for those of you who have been following me and watching right now, locksmithblueprint.com has gone live now. So go check it out. We got lots of really good stuff there. Locksmithblueprint.com. Right now, I'm gonna make a key for this cam lock. This is one of these locks that goes in this type of lock body here. I don't have a key for it, so I'm going to go ahead and see how nothing works. I'm going to go ahead and do that. And I'm going to use this cool little pick to do so. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to file this guy, and I'll start with and then look, you're confused. Okay, what are you confused about? So this key does not work. I'm gonna make a key. See how this key is not even cut? I'm gonna make a key. See the little marks that I have on the key now? See that little white mark? So what I do at that point, let me look real quick and see if it's a deep, it is kind of deep. So then I will get my file here and so what we got to do, we'll put that key in, and you can see right here, see how this sticks up? It has to be flat here, and based on the depth of the cut, you can see where I got a cut right here, a file. Based on the depths of the cut, once those are all flat, this lock will turn. Once this sticks up right now, so this lock won't turn. So I'm going to file down a little bit of this key, and I'm going to generate a key since we didn't have one. And if you guys would, double tap on that screen, please. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and follow me. I'm coming over here from TikTok. I got about 60,000 followers on TikTok. I just started up this platform here a couple months ago. We're at about 2,500 people here. So yeah, give me a follow. But right now we're generating a key here, so I don't know what's happening. This is not my normal feed. That's like Animals in Nature. Oh, okay. All right. Well, welcome. Make sure to follow me. Subscribe. I'm a locksmith here in Arizona, so I do a lot of lives, a lot of rekeying. We got Christian over here right now. He's rekeying a doorknob over here, quick set doorknob. So he's over there working hard. And right now we're just in the shop. We did our calls this morning so far, so now we're just like a fireman, just waiting for the next fire to put out. So we came back to the shop, and I decided, instead of just sitting here and knitting a hat or something, let's keep working on all of our locksmith skills. A key, yes. Yeah. And make sure to make sure to like the video, please, up here. Make sure to subscribe if you would. Give me a follow, and then I'm going to generate this key right here. We'll find out how we cut it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark so I know where to file. And let me turn this around so I can show you guys exactly what I'm doing here. Give me a second here. I'm going to put you guys down here.
Will I finish that? It's rekeyed, and then I'm going to switch it back.
Okay. So, yeah. So now what happens if you don't have a key? What do you do? So here, let me show you guys real quick. So here we go. Let me zoom in. So this is what we're doing. So these wafers right here, these are called wafers, okay? And you can see that they all hang down. The idea is they have to be perfectly flat in order to go into this housing. And see right now, if I put the key in just a little bit, see how the key will not turn. It's because everything is sticking up. And because those are sticking up, they fall down into these grooves, which won't let the lock turn. So in order to make a key, we need to figure out how to get all of those flat. So I put a key in here. You can see I got a magic marker on there. I put the key in here like this. You can see that we have right now, this one's pretty flat, pretty flat, pretty flat. See, they're not sticking out of the bottom either. And see how this one's sticking way up. So we need to file the key right here to get that one to go down, right? Make sure to hit the like button on the video and double tap the screen real quick, please, if you would. And like I mentioned before a little bit ago, locksmithblueprint.com is now live. Go check that out. There's lots of good stuff there. So I'm going to mark right here. Hey, how you doing, Herring? So I'm going to go ahead and mark right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this really sharp pointy tool. See how thin that is? I'm going to mark this side. I'm going to mark this side. And now you can see, so let me show you here. So you can see the marks right there. See that mark right there, and then that mark right there, right? You can't see it there because it's really shiny. Oh, there you can. You can see it right there and see it right there. So we're going to file in between those marks. And that's why I use the magic marker right there. So we'll file down a little bit, turn this over, and we don't want to make it straight down, right? Because then keys don't work that way. So I'm going to round these off, round these corners off a tiny bit. Again, we're going to put that in right here. So let's see how we did. Okay, so that looks actually pretty flat. We might have got that right off the bat. See how those are pretty flat? That one's sticking up just a tiny bit. Nothing sticking down below. Well, hey, Therian, I appreciate that, man. Are you a locksmith, or you just happen to run through? So here, now that these are flat, right? Now that this key, see how we made the cuts on the key with the file, right? We just used a file. We made the cuts on that key, and now let's see when we put this in here, does the key work? And it does. So let's, so look at that. So look, I put it halfway in, see how the key doesn't work? I put the key in, and whammo, look at that. Now it works perfect. So what we did is we just impressioned a key. And these aren't so hard to do with this type of lock, but when you start getting like a deadbolt and things like this, you know, things get a little bit tougher. But, so that's what we did right now. And if you like the teaching and stuff that's going on here, okay, you just ran through. Cool. Well, go check out my page here. Make sure to subscribe if you would. Make sure to subscribe and follow me. And I got lots of videos. You can go check out lots of videos. I got probably about 150, 170 videos, whatever I got. Lots of them. And like I said, I come over from TikTok, got 60,000 followers over there, trying to make a new platform over here, right? So I got about 2,500. Make sure to subscribe. And yeah, so this is kind of what we're working on right now. Just playing with this, but you can see now, look at that, works perfect, huh? Works perfect. Look at that there. Boom. Wow. So yeah. So that's a good, Charles, how to become a locksmith? That's really a great question. So do me a favor. Go check out locksmithblueprint.com. What state are you in, Charles? And go check out locksmithblueprint.com. And if you want to become a locksmith, I got lots of stuff there that's going to walk you through, show you what you need to do. We can take care of every state as well. Get you set up. California, perfect. If you make sure to subscribe and follow me, right? Like the video. And I like to do live videos Monday through Friday. I do them out in the field usually. We just did our job a little bit ago. Got nothing on the books right now. So usually we do a bunch of rekeys. But you, yeah, did you go look at locksmithblueprint.com? Go check that out. I just opened the page back up yesterday. Been doing a lot of stuff, a lot of revamping, redoing everything over there. So way greater content. Every state, every city, it does it all. So, and we're still opening up more stuff on there. So tonight, probably for the next week and a half or so, we'll be opening up stuff nightly. So we just go check it out. But what we're doing right now, we are just right here. We're playing with a lock. So here's another cool thing, right? Check out this. So Christian, on that key, okay, once you're done there, rekey that smart key with no key. It's got no key. You need to generate a key for it.
Okay, sounds good. Will do.
So here is what we're talking about over there, quick set smart key. And this one, I'm not sure. I think I have. Let me see real quick. Okay, I thought maybe these keys were the keys for it, but maybe not. Maybe not, maybe not. Do I do break-ins? We do what's called lockouts. Yes, we just did one this morning. We do them probably daily. So yes, we do lockouts. We don't do break-ins. Burglars do break-ins. We do lockouts. Right? We do lockouts. But yes, I make my living off of getting into things with no key, right? The key is so you can get back into the property. I don't need a key to get into your house. I don't need a key to get into your safe. I don't need a key to get into your car. I don't need a key to get into your lockbox. All those keys are for you. Yeah, definitely go check out that locksmithblueprint.com. And I made it for people like you, Charles, that talking about how do I become a locksmith. I'm telling you, it is a great trade. Great trade. And at some point in your career, if you decide that you're going to open your own stuff, you know, you got all sorts of great hours. There's just a whole bunch of benefits, right? But as the owner of the company, you're always going to work 4 times harder than the next guy because they get to go home at night, whereas you have to live the business every day. So, but yep, we just generated this key for this lock. Whammo, works perfamundo. And thank you guys for the likes. What do you guys like about locksmithing? Have you ever seen any of these type of videos? Go take a look at my videos. Have you ever seen any of this type of work? This industry is usually pretty tight knit, right? So there's a lot of stuff that the common person doesn't have access to, right? A lot of stuff like that locksmiths have access to. So I give you a peek into our world. I don't show you any high security stuff or any tips and tricks to bypass anything, right? But I do got a lot of videos on different things, and so. But I'll never show you how to do things illegally. But how much does licensing cost on average? So that depends on every state. Every state is different. You can go to that locksmithblueprint.com, punch in your state, whatever state you're in. I got a lot of states already done. I think there's only about 10 or 12 I don't have done yet, but I'm in the process of I'm gonna be adding some of those again tonight and tomorrow. But yeah, go check out locksmithblueprint.com and punch in your state right there. And even if you're an existing locksmith, this course is great. The website is awesome information. It's going to be an education website. So if people need tips and tricks and how to do this, how to do a deadbolt, how to rekey, how to just a lot of how-tos, this is going to be a great resource for all of that. So those of you ever interested in that. And then we got we got like training locks that you can play with and pick and do different stuff, and somebody's already typing over there on the deal, won't that just make it easier for thieves? And I'm not sure what they're referring to, but I'll check the video out in a little bit. What do you mean, why? What's going on, Tony? What if I have felonies on your record? Well, then, yeah, you can't do any of this. If you have a felony on your record, this is a burglar tool, right? Yeah, so you can't be a locksmith at that point. Unfortunately, that's just it. They won't allow it. These are all burglar tools, and a lot of felons can't have any burglar tools. But I don't know about your particular case. That's for you to decide, but short answer is no, typically not allowed. Because these are all burglary tools. But we do lots of cool stuff. Lots of cool stuff. And Christian's over there trying to remember how to take apart a Kwikset doorknob. You can see them over there. And what is it you're trying to do there, Christian? What are you trying to do? Oh, you're rekeying it without a key.
You're taking rekeying without a key.
Without a key. So we need Christian to make a key. So he's an apprentice. He's trying to learn the trade as well.
So you want to go into a little bit more depth about what you're talking about with those?
With what?
Rekeying a key without a key.
So yeah. So let me show you. So to do it without a key, right? They have a Kwikset cradle. I don't like the cradles, right? Because they always break. So break this down first. Get this core out of there for me. This key?
Yes, that's the one I rekeyed it to.
So we need to get that core out.
I'll do this first, huh? Sit down.
What? What is this? So we want to remove the core, right? So there's two totally separate things on there you can see. Right? You see this clip up there, or you see this one here. This one does the whole housing. Right? So we'll take that guy off. We'll need this guy because I can't get it again.
That's why I was talking about.
And these things are cut the shit out of you. I don't know what you're trying to say.
The tool that I think I learned out from you initially.
This tool that you left in there?
Yes.
So we're going to take this guy out. Now, instead of taking this clip off and taking the guts out, we take this out. So let me show you right here real quick. So this other tool is called the better resetter, right? Better than the cradle. So if we don't have a working key, we have to attack. This is a bypass tool. So we have to attack these pins right here. Right? See all those? Those are the wafers that when we put in a key, these will all be just perfectly flat right there. You see that one's too high, that one's good, that one's way too low, that one's low, right? So what we'll do is we'll put this guy into a vise and we won't crank it, right? We're just enough to hold it where it's gonna stay. Okay. So now what I need to do, you see there's two sides. This is the old Schlage Blue Cross. We don't use those no more. This is the Smart Key side. So we're gonna push all of these down, right? We're gonna get this thing flat. We're gonna turn this. We're not gonna stick the key all the way in, just the tip. But look, when we turn it, see it won't go no more, right? But that's because these things are in there. Don't crank on it because you're gonna break your tool. So now that we got pressure on it, once you pull that out, see it'll turn. This is what was stopping it, okay? So now we have the plug turned. This is the top of the lock. This part right here is the top of the lock. Okay. Yep. You see nothing else around there. This is the bottom. It's always the smoothest, right? So here's the top. So we're going to line up this ball bearing See that right there? So right now, as the key sits on the door, it's 90 degrees, right? This is how it would normally sit. If you had the working key, you would turn it to 3 o'clock, top of the key, midnight, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock, right? Turn the top of the key to 3 o'clock. That's how you would normally set your tool. Put your key back, right? Since we bypassed that, now we still do the same thing. Once we're at this level right here, don't use this to poke it because it'll break. It's just so thin and what have you. So now we already have this in the neutral position. So now we can click it. And see that lock is. So see how tight that is? So sometimes things are just a little tough. You just give it a little persuasion, you know? Because we need this cradle. So see that cradle now opens up, okay? So when we push this, we're pushing that whole cradle back. So now we're still at 3 o'clock. We have the key in a neutral position. So now we can grab any key that we had, right? And put in. And now when we turn it, now we have a working key again, right? So see, this is going to happen to you a lot of times. You're going to put in a new key, it's not going to work. Then what do you do? This is going to happen to you weekly.
Okay.
Every week, this is going to happen to you. Right? So now we have locked it back up because it didn't like what we gave it. And what I do is I start rocking it a little bit and I pull the key out just a tiny bit, open it, will catch somewhere. It didn't. So we're going to put some Wiener slide in here. Let me show you. And then we're going to go through the process again, hopefully with better results. Okay, so there's that. And again, this is when you can feel how crunchy, you can hear how crunchy that was. Hear that? It's just how crunchy that is. Okay. So we're back to there again. And when we push this in, we're sliding this whole cradle back in here. Let's see if it does. There it went, snap. See how it snapped? Now we're open. Now we put our new key back in. And sometimes I wiggle it back and forth. And then hopefully that's going to lock up again. No? So now we're good. So now it works. Now we got a working key.
Cool.
Okay, so make those keys, and again, super fragile, right? Super fragile. You break this, it takes you about 3 weeks to get another. Then you're 3 weeks, you're done. You can't do those, right? So treat this very. So make those other keys work right there. We don't have a working key.
Same process you just did, yeah?
Same process. Yep. Walk through. So what we're doing right now is we're kind of just working on a quick-set smart key with no key, right? Hang on, let me see what you guys got. What would it take you to crack open a bank safe? Hey, Brenda or Ben, it would take a lot, and there's no cracking open. Probably have to drill it open and what have you. Even if they are out of state and they are
Go which side?
10 years plus solar.
The longer one or the shorter one?
The quick set side, yep. One last heist, right? And I don't drill safes and stuff. I do have a safe tech that we hire to do that. What's up, Ned? And then you're just sticking in the, see how you're trying to do everything at one side, right? So you're trying to pick and tension and everything all at the same side. Make sure it's on those little plungers, not in between them. See how you're not even touching. See, right now you're in here. You're not even touching this guy.
Yeah, trying to line it up. Not nearly as
And it's gonna always be easier to be right over with your hand, you know what I mean? Because it's gonna be hard for, and I don't care right or left-handed, but it's gonna be hard to hold this like this. It's gonna be hard this as opposed to this, you know what I mean? And if you notice when I did it, I even did it with 2 fingers, with 2 hands like this, and then I held it down. And it doesn't matter right or left, you know, you can go however you want. And you're gonna turn that just a tiny bit. No, I'm gonna key there, right?
This one?
Yeah, when you're doing just the tip, it won't go in. But right now you're gonna see if the tip even moves. Nope, I already let go. Just have to stay in.
And what, do I want to push it to the
No, you want to
the
push
corner?
straight down.
Just straight down.
Yeah, because we're turning the plug. Yeah, straight down. And once they all get flat, that plug will turn. But as soon as you pull it, yep, as soon as you pull that out.
And does it matter which direction I rotate it?
No, but you're going to ultimately have to go to the right.
Okay.
Clockwise. So yeah, it does. Clockwise.
You're right. These things are super fragile.
Oh yeah, and you'll snap them instantly, and then once you do, we're out of business at that point for those. Okay, so now go ahead and loosen that device up. Because that's some of the reason why it's so hard to turn, because you got the vice cranked on it. And if you crank that, it's going to bend that shell, and it'll always be egg-shaped after that. It'll never straighten out.
We're good to go right now. So, all right, and then make sure I have it turned so that the ball bearing
See the ball bearing right here?
is right.
Yep, and you'll feel a little notch there. So move it, rock it back and forth right there. Rock it back and forth, and you'll feel a little notch right there. Feel that little pocket? So that tells you right there, that little pocket, you're in there. And you'll know when you miss it because that won't work. You gotta push kind of hard, snap it in there. There you go. That's the snap you're looking for. Now, what keys do we have? Use that other key over there. Pull the key out.
Where is the Bible?
Well, that other marker's at 3 o'clock. So put that mark at 3 o'clock.
There we go.
See the mark I was when we do this? So we're good there.
This
So,
thing?
yep, so that's the top now, yeah. So cool. And does it work?
Yep.
Okay. So now do it again. Rekey this one without a key.
We'll do go.
Hello, hello, hello. What's up, Ned? What's up, guys? My keypad on my safe does not work. How can I open it? So, when you say it doesn't work, why doesn't it work? Have you put batteries in it? Is it a battery touchpad? And if so, you probably need to go buy brand new batteries, not batteries you already have in your deal. Go buy brand new batteries. 10-year batteries is the best, the closest to 2036 you can get, and that will, in most cases, help it out. Just don't use the batteries, and use the copper top. Always use copper top batteries, not the high lithium output, none of that stuff, because that'll burn up a lot of your boards. Just copper top batteries, 9 volt in most cases. Get that date out, 10 years, 2036. And these jobs right here literally are a 45-second job.
Okay.
So hang on. So you should never be able to put the key all the way in if you have that in. So the only thing, so right now the only thing you're using this key for is to turn the plug. That's all you're doing.
Yeah.
This is it's that or a screwdriver. But this should never be able to go in there when that's in there.
Okay.
You'll mushroom every one of those. You'll snap half of them off. So that's all. That's the only reason we're using this. We're using this much of the key just
to turn the key.
Just to turn the plug. We don't even want it in far enough to touch that first deal. So I gotta watch you on these, because if you break that, you put me out of business on these locks right here until I can get a new one. So these type of jobs I'm not prepared to train on when I'm gonna lose 3 weeks of revenue.
Understandable.
And rock it back and forth, right and left. If it doesn't go, then you got to reset the thing.
Do we have
We're trying to get
a little flathead screwdriver?
no, not small. The key's going to work the best for you. It's not turning because you don't have all the things down. What's up there, guys? Hey, we're working on a Kwikset smart key right now, just kind of showing them this is a Kwikset smart key, and you can tell by this little pin right here, this little hole, that's a reset. So we typically have a key that goes in, we use that hole to reset, and then we can put in another key, usually rekeying these when they're off the doors, or when they're on the door, I should say. We typically don't have to take them off because of this. Make sure to like the video, make sure to subscribe, and for those of you who just showed up, locksmithblueprint.com is back online. Go check it out. We've got a lot of great stuff there. Any state, all 50 states, we got stuff for you. We got lots of content there, lots of good stuff there. Go check it out, locksmithblueprint.com. Did it work?
I want to be a little faster. I reset it because this part is taking me far too long.
And sometimes these locks get real gritty and what have you in there. Sometimes you just got to put some Wiener slide in them and just go at it. That loosens it up. And
Much better. All right, when I'm putting this in, I want the bottom of the keyway to go here, correct?
nope,
Next to that ball bearing.
you want that ball bearing, not the bottom of the keyway.
Okay. Here's- We got 2 ball bearings, so if I'm turning it to the right, it'll be the first ball
It's
bearing.
gonna be
not the
it's
second,
gonna be
correct?
I don't know that at all. I don't know that. I know you're turning the top of the key to 3 o'clock, wherever that is at. That will only reset in one spot. So if you got it in the wrong spot, the lock will not reset.
Okay, let's see what's going on.
The tool will not work. So again, this right here is your top. Yep. Here's your top.
Mhm.
Here's your sidebar, which is this guy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm Locksmith. What's up?
Something hang up on you?
Yeah, my other job.
The other locksmith job?
No, working with disabled people.
Oh.
One thing that comes up is topic here.
So let's get into this without a key. So we're gonna pop this guy out of here. So this is how I used to have to do it, right? Before we had any cradles and any of that type of stuff, right? Had to pull everything out this way. Okay, so this is what's inside this lock, and that cradle or that hole we're punching right there, this sidebar right there is what is ultimately what is protecting everything. This right here, this sidebar.
Mm-hmm.
So with the right key, that sidebar, it will go down. Without the right key, that sidebar stays up, and that's why it won't turn. And then when we are pushing, where'd the other tool go? I had two of them. No. I got one there. Where's the other one? You had one too. Because I got this one from over here. No, is it over here somewhere? No. Anyway, here. So what we're pushing, when we go in here, we're pushing this whole sled right here, right? This sled. So watch, I'll show you. And you can see our wafers. Mm-hmm. So this is how I used to rekey things when I first started. And I had to YouTube it, you know, what have you. So get those little springs out of there. And then this guy right here. So there we are. See those little guys? Crazy, huh? So this, so you know when we use a pin, a number 1, number 2, number 3, those are the cuts. See those little, those are the cuts right there. Mm-hmm. The number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6. Each one of those are cuts. So you can see how small. So if your key is off by that much, it doesn't work. That's why keys go in, you reset them, they don't work. Mm-hmm. Because they're off by, I mean, the thickness of 3 hairs, 2 hairs, right? Doesn't work. So what happens when we put this guy back in here, right? So this guy, this portion right here is the neutral. This line's on these grooves right here. These right here, what we would call our top springs, that's what these are right here. But also if you look through the magnifying glass, look at what I see there. See those? Mm-hmm. See that little lip? That little shelf? Mm-hmm. That little shelf is what that can. Cool. So not down here, mm-hmm. but up here. Those little shelves catch those little teeth right there. Mm-hmm. So when we do things. So and again, once we line this up, we got everything in there. This is on. When we reset, that's what we're doing. We're pushing that cradle right there. See that? Mm-hmm. That's what we're pushing. That puts it. That back there is the neutral position. Then whenever a new key goes in, then this pops. So that click you hear when you put the key in. Once you turn it, boom, this pops up. Now mm-hmm. locks in all those teeth.
So that should be. That right there?
That you hear that snap. Yep. So now once we get this right, once everything is taken apart, which again sometimes you have to do. Sometimes no matter how many times you key it, it just locks up. Then you got to open this up and find out why it's doing what it's doing. So see how we have the teeth and then that dip. Mm-hmm. That dip is going to go into that line right there. Right. So we're going to put that guy there. Right now we're just all going to put them in. Mm-hmm. The teeth will face up. That will go down into that dip. And right now again we're just trying to get everybody in the boat first, you know, and then we'll fuck with them in a minute. And you can see how small and just fragile everything on this lock is. And then once you get all, and it's usually hard to use tweezers and different things like that. And why do you think that would be?
Just overcomplicates it. Magnetic.
That's what's going to happen to all
the other ones off.
Yeah. Yes, that's what's going to happen to all your tweezers. You know, any of your tweezers, any of your stuff that you use, it's all magnetic. So that's going to kind of. So sometimes through here, you can use a business card. You can use whatever you got right here. So now what we're going to do right now is we're going to flip them over like that. And then
restart from the beginning.
And then start over. Yeah. Restart from the beginning. I'm trying to get it to where I can show you what's going on. What's up, guys? Here, let me turn you around here so you can kind of see what's going on as well. You don't got to look at my ugly face. So, let me show you what we're doing right here. So we're just trying to reload this smart lock. We're putting all these tiny little,
Thanks.
yep, put all these tiny little wafers back into it. So we've broken this smart lock all the way down to the bottom. And this is what's inside one of the Kwikset smart keys, right? And then I wanted to show so here we line everything up where it's nice and flat, because that you can see that line that I'm working with right there, right? That line right there, because all of those have to line up and go right here. This is the inside of a Kwikset smart key. Hey, make sure to subscribe. Make sure to subscribe to me, please, if you would. Oh, you were just playing a game. Yeah, make sure to subscribe. And definitely go visit the new site there, locksmithblueprint.com. Go check it out. So right now what we're doing is we're rekeying a Kwikset smart key. We know it's a Kwikset and we know it's a smart key because this little button right there. We took it all the way down. I want to show I'm going to show the new helper what happens sometimes when you got to break these all the way down to the nuts and bolts. So give me a second here. All right, give me a sec. I'm just waiting on him to get back here. But yeah, so yeah, and I like to come out